Sometimes when you're working in Photoshop, you can get an awful lot of layers that can start to make your layers panel a little crowded. And sometimes that's just the nature of it. And other times you may want to take several of those layers and actually group them together to be on one layer. So in other words, I could take separate layers and I could merge all of the contents to now be on one new layer. This is particularly true with the deconstruction project, where you may have a lot of layers that now you want to reproduce as a group. So I'm going to show you how to do this using a feature found under Layer, which is going to be the Merge Visible option. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the visibility by clicking the eyeball of any layer I don't want to be included in my merge. So I just have the layers that are visible of the layers that I want to merge. So this is kind of an interesting pattern that I've started to create. And what I'd like is to get this all into one layer by merging, and then I can duplicate this layer over and over. So I need to make sure in the Layers panel I'm on one of the layers that is visible. It won't work if I'm on a layer that is not visible. So I'm on my layer that's visible. I'll go up to the Layers panel and choose Merge Visible. And now all of those layers are on one layer. I can turn my background back on, and now I can do Control J and then Control T, and I've created that all of those different layers are now on their own layer. And so now I can rotate that and use that as part of my design. Okay, just one other point here in the Layers to panel, point out there are also something called Layers Group, and sometimes that can be another useful way for organizing your layers is by putting them all into a group. I can just simply click and drag, and now they're all connected there as a group. And if I click on my group, on the tab for the group, and I lower the opacity, for example, I would lower the opacity of everything that's in that group. And I can close up that group, and that can also just really help with the visual organization of my layers panel.